right, Danny, so just reflect yesterday on Dornoch's fourth place finish in the Bluegrass.
He got in behind horses. The trip wasn't a perfect trip, and he kind of resented the dirt in his face there for a little bit, but he has to learn to take the dirt. So, like we said coming in, we were going to try to rate him, see. We always thought he could do it. I think it's just took a race to figure it out for him. And he was a little flat in the lane, but, we shipped in late, and maybe we're just going to throw this one out. But, when you run fourth and you don't show up, it's not the end of the world. He still, when he switched leads late, he went back to running, and we look forward to the next race. Well, Todd's horse is real fast, so obviously, yesterday there were some horses in the race that probably were entered to make a lot of pace. They went quick early, 46, and the Derby will probably go slower, and hopefully we can be laying 1-2 and not being such a tortured pace. Mike and Todd will break running, and we'll just stay right there with them, or we'll be in front and they'll sit right off us. I mean, we're all good friends. We're not going to go crazy, I can tell you that.
And what about Sierra Leone? You've beaten him before, just 2 races ago, although it was the end of the 2-year-old year.
Yeah, I mean, he's a super horse. I mean, the movement he made yesterday was tremendous, and he'll probably be the Derby favorite, and I've said it all year, he deserves to be the Derby favorite.
You think over fierceness?
I mean, he's pretty impressive. I'd have to say yes, because he's more consistent.
True. So you also had a big day in New York, finishing second at 106-1 odds with Society Man. How about that?
Yeah, another good Magic. He ran really well. We've always liked him. We ran him in the Withers as a maiden, and he just didn't get any trip at all that day, and we just threw it out, and he come back. His maiden race was super impressive. He has a fast turn of foot. He's a more relaxed horse, and he'll be laying 5th or 6th, probably 7th or 8th in the Derby. But he'll kick home. He's a cool horse, and we're just super excited he ran that well, and everybody, I'm a part owner with West Paces and Anthony, and everybody's super excited just to have this opportunity and to have another horse that's good enough to even qualify for the Derby. Getting to this point and being in these races is what we're all here to try to do, and they're just excited to have a chance to run. And, the favorite in the Derby doesn't win every time. The best horse doesn't win. You have to get lucky and be the right horse that day at the right time and get lucky and win the race.
What about these good Magics? I mean, he's a young stallion, and
they run. I mean, I've had tremendous success with them. We won the Remsen last year with one, and then this year we won the Remsen and the Fountain of Youth, and second in the Wood. The only sad thing is next year I only have one filly coming, but I really like her a lot. She's a really beautiful, big, strong filly, and hopefully we can get him a filly on the Oaks Trail next year.
Speaking of the Fountain of Youth, it's scratched down to 4 horses. Nothing you could do about that, but do you feel like he got what he needed out of the Fountain of Youth, or
I don't know.
I think give you an excuse? The maybe a little.
I think he was a little tired yesterday. It's the first time he ever really got tired cooling out, and like I said, we'll bounce back and run big the next time. I do think maybe he played around, and I worked him easy twice. We did get a decent work. We might run just a little bit of a tired flat horse yesterday, and we'll come back with the next race and have one that's really ready to run.
Getting back to Sierra Leone, he obviously had trouble getting and then staying in the gate. How, as a trainer, how unusual is it for a horse to act up like that and then run such a big race?
My horse isn't a good gate horse to run in the wood. He's stubborn at the gate and won't load. So Society Man has the same kind of issues. He's a racehorse. I mean, racehorses, he's a tremendous animal, and they paid $2.3 million for him, and I mean, he can throw his antics if he's going to run like that.
Yeah, right. If those horses can't run for $2.3 million,
yeah. I mean, and he can.
That's what you're paying for.
But Chad's a tremendous horse trainer, and he'll come out of that and he'll school that horse. And Derby Day, you will see a whole different animal. So everybody's making it a big deal, like something tremendously wrong with horses have days and have moments. They're animals and they're big, strong colts. And I promise you, on Derby Day, that horse will act right in the gate because he knows what he's doing over there, and he will have him ready. I can tell you one thing, Chad gets intense. That won't happen twice.
What about your shipping plans for both horses?
We're going to leave here on Tuesday to go over to Churchill. The one will come out of New York, probably get there on Wednesday, and then we'll just go straight over. And they'll train together and breeze together, and hopefully, knock on wood, everything stays good and sound. We have 2 in the Derby. You have to finish in the top 4 to probably go. And he was running on late when he switched leads. It wasn't like he was flattening out and fading. He was actually, if they'd have kept going, he would have passed and probably been 3rd. So, I mean, I'm not I'm not disappointed. And the horse, a little more disappointed, and maybe we should have got him here sooner. But with the storms, you know, you worry about this, and maybe I should have came a few weeks sooner and had him here to let him get a little more time underneath him here. But other than that, it'll be okay.